Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. My name is Serena. For those of you who are new here, this will be my third or fourth video, can't remember, but today is story time day. So I will be telling you guys about my journey from Jamaica to here, kind of why I moved and just what it was like moving to a different country, different continent, and everything was just so different. So I'll be talking to you guys about that because I feel like a lot of people can relate in terms of leaving the country of their birth, whether they're still young or they're older. But yeah, let's get into it. I hope I don't cry. I don't think I will cry, but yeah.
Baby, sorry. Face, period.
Coming to you fresh faced, hair all out. Wash day was yesterday, but we're not going to talk about that because I definitely did not wash my hair yesterday. In line with this story time, I thought, let me pull out my old PE top from the last school that I went to before I left. If you are Jamaican, then you will be familiar with this. Yes, Adafi Karmas, colour purple. I went to DeCartwright College, but I only went there for a year because after first form or year 7, I came here. So if you haven't watched my introductory video, I will be linking it somewhere or maybe in the description box. I am Jamaican. I was born in Jamaica, born and raised, so a month from now will make 9 long years since I've been in the UK. 9 long years. Wow, it doesn't even feel like it, to be honest. I was saying 9 long years, but it feels like it went by pretty quickly because a lot has happened. In the first few years was a bit slow, but yeah. So a bit of background. My parents are Jamaican. My mum was born in Jamaica, but then she moved here when my grandparents migrated from Jamaica. So they moved here to work, and so they brought their children with them. So for the most part, my mum's lived here and worked here. How I came to be born in Jamaica was that my mum went back after my grandparents had retired. So my grandparents retired in the 90s, and they built a nice house in Jamaica. It's a really quiet neighborhood in Mandeville. Because that's where I'm from, that's where I grew up. Both of my grandparents got ill. My grandma got ill first, and then my granddad, and my mum looked after both of them until they sadly passed away. So after my granddad had died, my mum kind of just stayed in Jamaica. Then she met my dad, and they got married, and they had little old me. And I'll insert a picture somewhere because I was a fat baby. I was so fat, chubby, looking like Michelin Man. So that's how I came to be born in Jamaica. Basic school, I went to Brooks Park basic school. I don't think I have any pictures from me being at Brooks Park, because I remember graduation day, my dad got this photographer, and dude messed up the pictures, and then it turns out like me and a few other kids, we didn't actually get our grad pictures because the photographer was a scumbag. So I don't have any pictures from there, but if I find any pictures on the internet, I'll insert them to show you what the uniform looks like. So I went to Brooks Park. Then for primary school, I actually went to Hatfield. I don't remember how I even ended up there. I think because registration for Mandeville Primary and Junior High School was kind of full. So I went to Hatfield in the interim. Maybe I was there for like a month. And then I transferred to Mandeville Primary and Junior High School. So that's where I stayed from grade 1 through to grade 6, where I did my GSATs. And I loved it there. It was really cool. Yeah, had loads of friends. This is really nice being there. yeah, insert pictures of what my uniform looked like and how my hair how my hair used to look. Yeah, not cute. Well, it was kind of cute when you're young, but when you look back at it now, it's just like, that what it looks like, yeah. So I stayed there from grade 1 through to grade 6. I had some really cool teachers. I feel like maybe there was like one teacher that I didn't like, but for the most part, teachers were cool. I think one of my teachers actually sadly passed away. I think it was last year or the year before. I think she was my grade 1 teacher. Yeah, she was really sweet. In Jamaica, we have I swear we do 2 sets of exams. So we do the ones where we're in grade 3. I think it was grade 3, I can't remember. Don't even remember what that was called. I remember doing that, but I really can't remember why. Don't remember what it's called. But then the big one, the most important one, was the grade 6 achievement test, GSAT. Now, that, when I say stress, right? Stress. 11-year-old me, stressed out, just stressed all the way out. It was like the most important thing we ever had to do at that stage. Thankfully, I got the grades to go to my first choice. So at that time, a lot was going on in my life because obviously I had GSATs, and also my mum had recently come back to the UK for the first time since she left, obviously, to look after my grandparents, and she was obviously, her main focus was to get me over with her. So for about a year and a half, I didn't have no mummy around because she was here sorting stuff out. And from when I was young, she always told me that we might be going to England. Like, she wants to go back, and obviously I was born in Jamaica, but it's just like, she's my mom, so I'm gonna have to go with her. My parents got divorced, so that's why I'm not really mentioning my dad. But I thought it would take long, because up until this point it was always just talked about that, yeah, mom's gonna go back. But at this point I was just like, it's been delayed for this long, so surely it can't be happening just yet. And I thought in my head, the arrangement was that since I've made it this far, I might as well just finish high school in Jamaica. So do 1st to 5th form, maybe 1st to 6th form, and then I would come here. But in hindsight, that's a long time to be separated from my mom. I wasn't really thinking about it like that, because to me it's just like, I've made all these friends, I worked so hard to go to my dream school, and it's all falling into place. I don't want to leave just yet. I wasn't really thinking that, dude, that's like a whole 5-6 years of your life without your mom being around. That's mad. At the time I wasn't thinking about that. So anyways, everything got set up the next September after I did my GSATs. We started in my purple uniform, and I'm gonna insert a picture of what my uniform looks like and what I look like. Jeez, looking back, look like I was going through hella tough times. I don't know. So yeah, started at DC, fun times. Some of the people that was in my class at primary school and people who I'm friends with, they also passed the gate DC, so they were going there, so I knew people there. And some of us ended up in the same class as well, but for the most part we were starting fresh. There was a lot of new people, we made a lot of new friends, and if you guys saw in the thumbnail, I'll insert the picture from my thumbnail. I feel like that was those pictures were taken probably like the last week-ish of first form. I don't have the individual pictures, and I deactivated Facebook because I think that's where I got them from. So I don't have Facebook anymore, so all I have is a collage. But yeah, and it was fun. Do you know what? I actually loved it. Although I was only there for one time, I loved it. I made loads of new friends. It was just starting fresh, it was a coming of age thing. Going to high school is a big deal. So for me, it's just like, it was fun. At the time of my life, it was fun. I had fun. And that summer, kinda hazy, not gonna lie, kinda hazy. So like, why it was hazy was because it was cut short. So end of term was what, end of May or June, I don't remember, something like that. And then I left by the end of July. That summer I spent it with my friends, and also back and forth trying to sort out my passport with my dad, because obviously mom was here, I was staying with my dad, so we were trying to sort that out in Jamaica. But in the meantime, I was just having fun with my friends. Every time I think of that summer, I remember Denique, Summer Love. Every time I think of that summer, Denique, Summer Love plays in my head. And it's because I had a little crush or whatever on somebody. You know, you're young, got a crush or whatever. But he was cool, like we were friends. We're not really that close now. I mean, we still talk-ish, like we have each other number, but we don't really talk that much. Until when I actually found out that I was coming here. So me now, like I said, I thought the understanding was that I'd just finish high school in Jamaica and then come here. That's what I thought. But as soon as my passport come through, the burgundy passport, I don't know where there. I don't know, because I've had a replacement since then, so I don't actually know where it is, my first burgundy passport. So me get it, I was just like, oh, this nice, see, nice British passport and all them someday. But I just thought it was just gonna sit down there until it was time for me to go. But no. So the day I got my passport, I called my mom and I told her, and I just like, yeah, mommy, the passport come, we get the passport, everything looked good, everything crisp. And she was just like, cool. Actually, the events that followed made me wish that I never said anything. I wish I had held on to the passport for an extra month and wait before I say anything, because I tell the lady like beginning of July and she go book a flight for the end of July. And I'm just there like, sis, I understand that you want to move with the quickness because you miss me, but at that time me never miss you. So it's bad, and like obviously looking back now I understand it all completely, but I'm just talking about how I felt in the moment. It was not fun. I was not happy. I was the meme of dude that's like, and I told my friends, told my little crush, and he wanted me to stay. So he even spoke to my mom and my sister that was here and was like, oh, can Serena stay even for an extra month? And mom was like, nah, I hear you, but no, I already booked the flight. So from then on, it was more of me just saying goodbye to everybody or see you later, whatever, and packing and sorting stuff out. So yeah, my flight was on the 28th of July 2012 from Montego Bay. What do you put Montego Bay called? Sangsters or Norman Manley? Can't remember. Mega look. The ride to the airport was cramped because you know Jamaican people stay once my day I fly out and the whole family have to go. So in a one little car, there was me, my dad, my brother, my niece, the driver, of course. I can't remember who else from the family was there, but it cramp up, like we did have to stop and stretch out with leg and pee in a bush and all them something. It was a very cramped ride and I was nervous but excited because the first time I got foreigners. So I'm just like, yeah, I got foreign. When I came, I was jet lagged for a day. So as soon as I got here, I slept for like 12 hours and that's it. Jet lag was gone, body clock reset. But I did still end up staying up late a lot of nights because obviously 6 hours difference. I still wanted to talk to my friends. those were the days when Facebook was more popular, awful video calling, you don't know, and WhatsApp was kind of just starting off. So yeah, I used to stay up because I wanted to still keep in touch with them, let them know what was happening, etc. Like, I never want to dash them away, not at all. Then I didn't start school until October, so although I came here end of July, I can't remember. I feel like it took a while for mom to like find a school that was proper like suitable. I mean, she was looking before I came, but because everything happened so quickly, it's like she never really found anything yet. But then she found a school, and we went there to check it out, blah blah blah. So now I was expecting to go into year 8 or second form. Obviously, I'm just done first form because the girl was smart or whatever. My grades were really good because usually, you know how it is when you're kind of like an immigrant child, and although you have education before, they feel like it's not enough, so they sometimes try and set you back so you can catch up with the rest of the kids. But because my grades were so good, and I don't know, maybe they googled the culture college and saw what it was about, like that it was one of the best schools. So I never did year 8, never did second form. They put me in year 9, third form. Yeah, they put me in year 9, third form. So I skipped a year, never did year 8. And I think age wise as well, like over here, kids that were my age, so I had turned 13 that summer before I came, so kids who were 13 here, typically they were going into third form, whereas in Jamaica we'll be going to second form. So yeah, I never did year 8, but I did not like it. I did not like the school at all. I literally just tolerated it. At one point I wanted to be homeschooled because I hated it. I hated the children. The teachers were okay, but it was let me start from the beginning. So first day I remember so clearly, first day I got introduced, I think it was in English class, and obviously them have to tell the backwards pitney them some come from Jamaica, and their idea of Jamaica, the only thing them say about Jamaica, you see about when they run at the Olympics, right? Or maybe the one yardie will live at the end of them road, I don't know. But when they heard that I was from Jamaica, I guess, I don't know, because of where I come from, Mandeville, right? And people cuss me and say we still apparently with my Jamaican accent, when I speak just proper English and no patois, apparently I sound like I'm from New York, because that's what this kid was like, you're Jamaican. They didn't say it like that, it said like the British accent, like, you're Jamaican. And I was just like, yeah. And they're just like, you sound like you're from New York. And I was like, New York? How the hell I sound like I'm from New York? How? But okay. And the kids were mad, annoying. I don't know, maybe some people like it, but you see me, it's okay to be fascinated with our culture, but do not take our people as circus animals and spectacles. Just because we're Jamaicans, don't be like, oh, can you speak Jamaican? It's not called Jamaican, it's called patois, okay? It's called patois, not Jamaican. And stop, like, oh, can you speak Jamaican? Can you speak Jamaican? The stupid kids were like, oh, how do you say bacon? Is it like beer can? Go away, please, just go away with your ignorance, right? There's one kid, he was telling all the other kids that they should try and provoke me so that I could get mad and then lose my mind and just start cussing BBC, Ray and all these things to speak Jamaican so they could hear me speak patois. And I was like, y'all are really ignorant, for real. History teacher was the same. I remember when he found out I was from Jamaica, from the whole class, he's like, oh, how do you say hello in Jamaican? And I'm just like, we say hello. What do you think? We bang drums and run around in circles in order to say hello. What do you mean, how do you say hello? We speak English. We do speak English. So I was just like, hello. And he's just like, oh, well, how do you say that? Oh, what? Oh, how are you? And so I was just like, what, go on. And the most irritating thing to hear, There's British people flipping trying to speak with a Jamaican accent or try and speak patois, because what is wargwarn? What is that? We don't say that. Wargwarn. Where are all these R's coming from? So that irked me. And in English class, this was more like when I was in year 10 and 11. English class, I had a Jamaican teacher, Miss Bro. I fully can't remember her name, fully can't remember her name, but she was really sweet. She was really supportive. I believe, if I remember correctly, I'm pretty sure she did say that she taught the current Prime Minister of Jamaica, Mr. Andrew Holness. So yeah, she's a very good English teacher, and I don't know if I was top of the class, but I was doing really well because I did like English and her teaching style was really good. There was this one kid in the class, right? So this would be more for, I guess, the British people to remember, the August advert from like time ago where they had that family of blue aliens. I swear to you, that's exactly what the boy looked like. And I told it to him to his face because he tried to get rid of me. And I cussed him and I told him that he looked like the little family of Argus aliens, that he's straight from the Argus advert. He was really rude, really disrespectful, and very condescending because he couldn't wrap his little tiny pea brain around how I was doing so well, because in his mind, I'm from Jamaica, which is the third world country, and apparently we don't speak English, so how am I doing so well in English? And no, he was not white. It be your own people, okay? So he was puzzled by that, and I think I did tell my English teacher, because I'm not take chat from nobody. So yeah, I think she spoke to him about it. He was just very bitter child. This one girl asked me if we had TVs in Jamaica. No, she was not white either. She was another ethnic person. And I was just like, I am being your friend, because what kind of ignorant question is that? Do we have TVs in Jamaica? Do we all live in caves? So I don't know what TV was before I came here. Oh, okay, cool. I hear you. I did not like that school at all. I just tolerated it. So yeah, school. School's okay. I was bored because imagine, and it's a good thing I skipped year 8, because some of the things that I was learning in year 9 here, I had already learned in grade 6 and first form in Jamaica. Maths and French, I already knew what was up, so I was bored. My maths teacher, he was one of those teachers who's just like, if you don't work out the equation my way, then it's wrong. I'm just like, but I just worked it out another way, and it was right. They do be teaching us in Jamaica. Our standard of education is very good. Even just in the Caribbean in general, because I have a really close friend from Trinidad, and he said that, oh my god, no mom. Yeah, my friend from Trinidad even said like, the schools that he went to out there, like, really good. Like, in the Caribbean in general, don't let people fool you. Don't let these so-called first world countries tell you that the education that you receive in the Caribbean is not good enough, or even if you're from another country. Personally, from my experience comparing what I learned in Jamaica to what I learned here, I learned a lot more and definitely retained a lot more information from what I learned in Jamaica compared to what I learned here. So bear that in mind. Don't make nobody tell you that whatever education you got is less than, because it's good enough, if not better. Overall, being here, a lot of benefits for sure. Looking back, I did have a very hard time adjusting. It took me about 2 years to like really appreciate the situation that I was in, because I hated the foods. I didn't like the people because they were very unfriendly. But in Jamaica, you can walk down the street and it's a complete stranger, hail them up, or you say good morning, good evening, good afternoon. Over here, you talk to people, you get the fake smile. This is what you get. That's as long as the smile lasts. And those people that you're just like, oh hi, how you doing? And just like, hi, yeah, you alright? And then they just keep going. So I didn't like that. The food, did I mention the food already? The weather, to this day, to this day, I despise the British weather. Despise it. I hate it. It's disgusting. It's this morning it was all bright and sunny and blue sky. Now it's overcast. 2 weeks ago, heat wave. Every 2 steps I took, I was sweating. Now, where's summer? Where it's June. It's the end of June. Where's the sun? Where's the heat? Why is it still overcast? So yeah, I hate the weather. Food is, and their attempt at making Jamaican food. The British version of jerk chicken looks like stew chicken. Yeah. The fruit, I'm pretty sure they were grown in a lab. There they have the stickers that it was imported from Spain or whatever. Pretty sure it was grown in a lab. Like say, if you're Jamaican and you know about bumpy banana, nothing can touch bumpy banana, right? Nothing can touch that. That is elite. I will sit down and I will eat a whole tree of bumpy banana, right? 10 Hana banana I will eat. When I came here, bananas I have like once a year, maybe in a smoothie. It's disgusting. Orange, no flavor whatsoever, just water, love, just water. No juicy oranges, right? Nothing. Their avocados look like this. This is my this is like the Verlon bottle, yeah. This is the size of their large avocado, and it don't taste right. It really don't taste right. Really does not taste right. Me used to name Bula and pear. I don't want to touch the pear over here. By the way, we call it pear. I don't care who you are. You can call it avocado if you want, but we're Jamaican and we call it pear. Okay? That's what I'm saying. I'm glad that I'm here with my mom. In hindsight, yes, I was completely annoyed. I didn't want to move. It took a long time for me to adjust, and it's only within the last 6 years that I have made friends, like proper friends. So came here in 2012. None of the people that I went to high school with here are my friends. Don't talk to them, don't have their numbers. Probably have like one person on social media. They're not my friends. No. College? Yeah, college. I have one person that I'm like proper close to from who I went to college with. I went to college in 2015. So yeah, from then until now, my closest friends here are friends that I made from 2015 up until now, and I have like maybe 10-ish people that I would call my close friends. But yeah, it is what it is. It is what it is. It is what it is. We call him whatever. But yeah, I do still very much miss Jamaica. I do still talk to my friends out there. Some of them have migrated actually, but my OG, my ride or die, my love, who we've been friends, what, going on 11 years now, Grace, I love you. I love you, doll. I love you, my G. She's my G. I love her. But yeah, she's like the main person that I speak to in Jamaica. Yeah, she's the real deal. I love her. So yeah, have I been back? No, I haven't. I really haven't. I have not been back, not even to visit. There is a reason for that. It's not because I didn't want to go back, because obviously, like I said, been homesick, still homesick. But my mom sacrificed a lot for me to be here, and financially, y'all know that flights are not cheap, okay? She got the cheapest flight that she could find to bring me here, and it was with Virgin Atlantic, and chef's kiss, one of the best flights I've ever had. And that cost a lot of money. So when I came to grasp that, things do cost money, sis, I was like, I want to go back, but I'm not gonna pressure her because she's still working. She got herself to support and me, and I was just like, okay, I've accepted the fact that I won't be going back just yet, but when I do go back, it will be with my own money. I'm not gonna bother her for anything. So yeah, I started working my first job in 2017, and since then I've been saving, because I was just like, yeah, I want to save so that when I go back out there, I can pay for everything that I need to go, and I don't have to rely on her or anybody else. The plan kinda was actually to try and go last year, but as we know, the Panasonic started. I was actually meant to go to Mexico in the middle of summer in July, but then I was just like, maybe I'll go to Jamaica at the end of the year. If not the end of the year, then the beginning of this year. But like I said, the Panera bread started, and yeah, all the plans fell through, and even now I still don't know when I'll be able to go, because the panini is still going on. So, and I don't want to risk my safety or that of anybody else's. But one day I will see my beautiful island again. But for now, I'm stuck on this groggy island. Yeah, but at times I do feel homesick. And what really helps me with my homesickness, I do like to reminisce and think. I have a very vivid, when I remember things, I remember them very vividly. So sometimes I think about the routes I used to take, like the routes I used to take to school, when I'd walk from school, when I'd go out with my friends, trying to remember where everything was, my childhood home, remember where that was, remember the names of different roads, go in Google Maps and have a look. Although for some reason, there's only certain areas that you only get an aerial view, you can't really get a street view. But I was just like, yes, I do remember where everything is, and some places are still there. Juicy beef still there, will forever be there. Don't think it's ever gonna go anywhere. What also helped me with my homesickness, so when I was coming here on the plane, obviously fancy Virgin Atlantic plane, you could either, you have the screens on the seats or whatever, you could either watch a movie or listen to music. I can't remember if I want to say that I started watching The Notebook. I don't even remember what I watched on the plane. What I do remember is the music that I listened to, the music that got me through the flight. Sean Paul, Tomorrow Heart Technique, that came out in 2012. That album got rinsed, especially Dream Girl. Don't know why, I really love Dream Girl. And Nicki Minaj, Pink Friday, that got rinsed out as well. So whenever I feel homesick, I always listen to those two albums, and it helps me feel better. And obviously, can't forget Summer Love by Danique. It's just a given. So that helps me with my homesickness. I I do still miss it, and I do hold on to little things like my PE shirt. I do still have pictures. But yeah, I do hope to go back out there soon. But yeah, this is it, and I didn't cry. So thank you guys so much for sticking through this video. And it's a little bit long, but it is a story time, and I feel like a lot of you will probably be able to sympathize with what I've been through if you've also migrated to another country that wasn't the country of your birth as well. And there's honestly so much more that I could say, but then this video would be days long. There's so much more that I could say. But yeah, thank you so much for watching. Please share this video, especially if you know somebody that's maybe going through the same thing or is about to go through the same thing. Feel free to share it with them. Please leave a comment down below, share your experiences with me. If you know me from nowhere, drop a comment down below. If you went to Brooks Park or Mandeville School or DC with me, let me know. If you're a long lost family member, don't reach out. I'm joking. I'm joking. But yeah, honestly, thank you guys so much for watching and for just being here on this very new journey. And I will see you all in my next one, which will be I think I will be talking about Loki episodes 3 and 4. I think if it's not that, there's gonna be something else. But yeah, and I'll see you in the next one.